Hello, folks. Welcome to Kudlow. I'm Larry Kudlow. Crazy things going on in the election year. And we're going to talk about as many of them as we possibly can. Senator Mike Lee is going to lead us off in just for a few moments. But first up, I want to say blame Bidenflation, not the longshoremen. All right? And that's the subject of the riff. So no one likes disruptive strikes, but people should be blaming Bidenflation rather than the dock workers. You know, the late Jack Kemp taught me this very lesson over 40 years ago. Labor strikes were breaking out all over the country in the 1970s, and business always blamed labor for asking for too much. But Kemp correctly argued that bad money, high taxes, and 15 to 20% inflation in the 70s were the real cause of the labor revolt. The same lesson should apply today. 20% inflation over the past 3.5 years has brought down real wages for working folks all around the country, and that includes the longshoremen who have just gone on strike on the East Coast. Breitbart's John Connolly has calculated that the maximum $39 wage for dock workers, that was from the original plan, is now worth only $30.70. $39, now worth only $30.70 in 2018 dollars when the last contract was negotiated. The starting wage is the equivalent of $15.75. No big deal. Real wages have dropped sharply as the cost of living has skyrocketed. Now, I know it's fashionable for all the business lobbies and even some conservative editorial pages to beat up on the ILA, but they should be aiming their fire at the Biden-Harris inflation policies, not the workers. Let's not forget that Kamala Harris was a deciding vote for the two biggest inflation policies, the $1.9 trillion American Rescue Plan and the $1.2 trillion misnamed Inflation Reduction Act. Plus, they layered on $2 trillion of new regulations. That was high inflation. Their war against fossil fuels doubled energy prices. That, too, huge inflationary impact. The longshoremen asking for compensation for Biden-Harris inflation. They'd also like some kind of insurance against future inflation. Longshoremen are asking for $5 an hour increase in each year of the next 6 years. Now, if you think that's too much, as the 77% rise of the contract suggests, then you should give the workers some assurances that we're not going to spend another $6 to $7 trillion on unnecessary domestic programs, that we're going to open up the fossil fuel spigots, that we're going to roll back cumbersome regulations, that we're going to cut taxes instead of raising them. Oh, wait a minute. That's exactly the economic platform that Mr. Donald Trump is running on. But Kamala Harris running a completely different set of policies. Already, she has advocated $2 trillion in extra spending with massive tax hikes, price controls, rent controls, and a continued war on fossil fuels. So if you're a longshoreman and you're negotiating right now, who and what do you trust over the next 6 years? They're trying to protect themselves against the worst case scenario. The moral of the story, the American workforce deserves a solid hike in wages. They are trying to make a very important point if somebody would just listen carefully. All right? And that's the riff.